Look at it. It's Boris the Gladiator. He's got his arm like that, look. Like he's Caesar, like entering the Colosseum. Oh, hell. Well, that's what they think. It's Benicus Hilicus. Benny Hill. Have you seen it? Why haven't they got the one where his fucking jacket's Battling PM warns the EU to back off in France fishing row. There's no fish. There's no fish. He's fighting for the fucking mollusks. We've only got cockles and whelks and winkles left. We're on Plague Island. We're surrounded. We're surrounded by a sea of turds. Macron's going, we're not going fucking anywhere near yous lot. And the COP26 is pumping raw sewage. A nation of root vegetables. And you got vegetables rotting in the field. Because of Brexit. It's a nation of fucking turds. What's he done? What's he done to us? He's not a fucking gladiator. He's Benny Hill. Our Churchill. Our Wurzel. Look at him. It's a muppet. Kermit the Frog. I mean, you got to think about the British media. I ain't tarring everyone with the same brush. But there are certain sections of the British media that are sick. They're fucking sick. They love it. They love swimming on our green and pleasant land, England. They love swimming in the rivers, and as they're swimming and they're doing the breaststroke, and you have to go under and pop back up, and a big fucking turd gets stuck in your throat, and you're swimming and you're coughing. You're coughing, and this shit is like your tonsillitis is rejecting it, and you're heaving it. And he's like, gladiator. What's he done? What's he fucking done to the country? We got a fucking pandemic. He's like, don't worry, everyone's got it. And we've all... They don't even know what's going to happen. What happened to all those variants? So the next one come. He was like, I'll save Christmas. Oh, like his demographic, the elderly. He said, fuck them. Let the bodies pirate. That was last Christmas. Last Christmas, he gave you. and this is why. Because the elderly, the elderly. Not all elderly chunkies, don't stereotype. But they're like fucking, he's just killing them off. Don't care. Burn it to the ground and start again. We got nothing. They're like, have you seen the pictures of him with Biden and that? It's only in this one. Yeah, let's have a look. He is with Macron. He was running up. He was late. There's a picture there, like grabbing Boris. He's like, he's going for Macron. And there's like an LBC, like, he's quite tall, I think. I'm not sure. Pundit, social commentator, can't remember his name, Ian something. He says Macron's got small person syndrome. What is that? Boris puts French fury aside with battle cry for climate as he flies around in his fucking jet. to Cornwall. He's like fucking cut they cut the petrol. This car's, I don't drive anymore. This car's fucking, I'm going green. This is it now. He's like fucking, they've cut the taxes on petrol for the last 11 years. Do you realise that? They give the petrol companies, the oil companies, and the fucking, is this insulate Britain? And they're just dragging them off the streets. Nick Ferrari. Great fucking. Do you know he won Journalist of the Year? It was the year when he did the interview with Diane Abbott, and they made him Journalist of the Year. And it was like, it was an awards ceremony. I can't remember the name of the awards people, but it's the press something. And he won Journalist of the Year. And on the Sunday, he had written an article. It was horrific. It was back in, I can't remember, 2017, 15. He said that he was like Angela Merkel. And Nick Ferrari, in his thing, he wrote, "The hills are alive with the sound of migrants." It's a fucking appalling guy. And the Sunday he wrote that article, and they made him Journalist of the Year. That they're saying like, fucking great, look, here's every picture's got a picture. Someone said to me that, not sure, but someone said to me, Rishi doesn't drink. He's got like a beer. All week he's had a fucking beer in his hand. He don't even lick it. It's just for the photo. They were doing a thing about, like, on the budget speech, how many times did you mention beer? And it's like 78 times. How many times? This factually, you're going to have to check this out. So I am a professional. I do my research, but I do not guarantee that all of the facts that I talk about here are real. And it's up to you to go and double check them, because my sources, I try to get good sources. Anyway, there was a lot of beer, a lot of wine, Prosecco 17, climate change 0, pandemic prices 0, Brexit 0. Can I ask a question? Is the entire country drinking? Is everyone going to the co-op? Going to the Tesco? Is everyone on Deliveroo, like ordering like 3-4 bottles of wine every like fucking day? Is that what's happening? Is the country is the country drunk? Because I can't think of another reason. I mean, we must be fucking drunk. We've got to be drunk. If you're not fucking inebriated, drunk, stoned, so there's a lot of people smoking. Is there a lot of like weed? Is that gone up since the pandemic? Let me drink water. Fucking pissing down today. Have you seen it out there? Trick or treaters be fucking soaking. It's a bit early. It might clear up later, but it's grey. It's like fucking. It's so, the whole country at the moment, like Boris Johnson, he's going around and Rishi's going, oh, he's fucking optimistic. Have you seen that graph? Mr. Optimism. So like, right now, this is real, right? Right now, wages, the average wage in this country is lower than in 2008. That's a fact. IFS, ONS, fucking look at them all. Lower average wage now is 2020 fucking 1. We got lower average wage than 13 years ago. And they're predicting that it's not going to get to 2008 levels until 2026. I saw that George Eaton, New Statesman, if you want to go and fact check that. So this is what I'm telling you right now. Wages are lower now than in 2008. And they're not going to reach 2008 levels until 2026. That's nearly fucking 30. Is that 30 years? It's 20 years. Is that 20 years? 20 years. So if like previously from 2008, if wages are lower now than 2008, the average wage across the country, where's all that money gone? Where's all that money gone? Because if your wages should have been higher, over 20 years, over 20 fucking years, that's billions and trillions across the country. Where's all that money gone? All that money that should have been your average wage, which should have gone up from 2008, it's a long time ago. Where's that gone? Somebody else has just been creaming it off the top. Creaming it off the top. Because that's what they do. What they've done in sort of like, you know, when they talk about, what's this thing when everyone's on like bikes and Deliveroo and all that? The internet and the gig economy. The gig economy. So if you've got the gig economy and like pushing down, they are spreading the gig economy across all sectors of labour. So if you take like the post office got bought out. Boris, the fucking George Osborne sold the post office for fucking peanuts to his mates, and they're like been skimming it off because they all take dividends. Anyway, we're going to get onto water privatisation as well, but let's talk about that. Like, where's all that money gone? And you got fucking George Osborne selling off the post office. And what they've done before, when I was growing up, you can go in a post office and you can be like, you know, signed up, pension. It's a job for life, and you do it. You get out there. That is your chosen vocation, and you should be rewarded for that. Now there's none of those. There's none of those. They've already grabbed loads of pension money off of those that had already paid in. But now all they want is work. What do you call that? Manpower. What they want is they want agency staff. And what happens with that? And they want that across the board. So the gig economy is really about lowering wages, lowering in standards of work. And that's where all the money's gone since 2008 with this new rise in gig economy and what's that? Something part-time hours, not part-time hours. When you got no contract, forgot that as well, don't worry. But that's completely fucked. Everybody has had like food, money that should have been on your table for your family, for you, for the hard work and everything. It's just been fucking creamed off. When I was younger, you could go and work for companies like Lang's, working on the building sites. Bricklayer, carpenter, electrician, job for life. But if you done it and you turn up every day on site, you put your heart out and you went fucking hammering nails and drilling and electricianing and plumbering, if you done it every day, you would get sick pay, you would get holidays, you'd get a pension that you paid in for. Now nothing. So on buildings, all agency. So you've got these massive manpower agencies like fucking Hayes and Manpower, I can't remember, but there must be millions of them. And all they do is they get the labour and they supply. So now Lang's ain't got no employees, or Beaver or Bovis or fucking Balfour or whoever it is. They don't want that. They get an agency, and then the agency. So then there's no more fucking paperwork or no more sort of like things for looking after your staff, people who are working for you. You just got agency. You get as many as electricians and plumbers. Same across all fucking industry. And while they're doing that, all the institutions, like we've had shit fucking, we've had turds floating around. We've got people, we've got like swimmers going like this. Fucking look at it, and it's just brown fucking sludge. Imagine the stink of it, polluting. And where does that go? That goes into the ground and everything. Shit everywhere. Human feces, disgusting. And they want to pump it out. And they were like last week, wow, the fucking pump it out. But you want to live in a fucking... How's that fucking patriotic? How's that even loving your country? How's that even like being part of the environment or wanting the woodlands or fucking beavers or fucking badgers? And you're going to pump fucking shit where they go and drink water from. It's fucking disgusting. And 30 fucking... when was Thatcher? 80s. 20, 40 fucking years ago, or whenever water was privatised, they done it on the premise on the fucking premise that they would sort out the sewage, that they would use sort of like the private sector and all the money that they were going to make. And they were going to put it back into the sewage, into like pipes and everything. What they did was they just paid out dividends. Dividends after dividends after dividends. And that's it. So we've got more shit coming out because they're siphoning they're not siphoning shit, they're siphoning fucking money into their pockets. These water companies, and then they got people in the fucking parliament, the MPs, on the boards working for them. Chunky, you ain't even done the fucking papers today. You're not even started, mate. I did the Express. I got all look, France, they're saying that this letter, by the way, I had a look at it, was mistranslated, but now it's been picked up. Once one journalist write it, they all write it. They're saying it's not, like he said something about we got to punish. It's all fucking wrong. It's not what he said. Check that out, because a lot of French-speaking people are saying this is absolute bollocks. Right, here we are. Shell and BP paid zero tax on North Sea oil and gas for 3 years. So you've got Shell and BP. So if you go and look on the largest companies in this country, it's Shell and BP. And they don't pay no tax. Didn't he just give the banks, in the budget, what does he do? Give the banks a tax break on their fucking profits. That's for more dividends. That's what it is. It's for fucking dividends. They want their money because they're not cheap. We talked about this. Tories aren't cheap, you know. Stately homes and their castles. How can we grow new forests if we don't have enough trees to plant? We should all just get seeds. So remember Neil and the young ones. You plant the seed, you grow the seed, and that's when fucking Rick hit him over the head on the stairs. Was there a giant panda? And he had hit him. I think he died. And he said, "Oh Neil, orange peel, when will I see you again?" I used to know the lines from the young ones. I used to like do them at school. Yeah. I remember Mike, and he had a tin of biscuits. And Rick, don't touch that. He said, "What? That's Mike, my friend who lives in a bin." He said, "Lives in the bin?" He said, "Well, he'd hardly live in a biscuit barrel, would he?" He said, "Why not?" He said, "Because it's full of biscuits." Osborne's Google tax on overseas profits now raises zero in revenue. George Osborne, the man, well, it was actually David Gork. He's not even a Tory anymore. They kicked out all the Tories, didn't they? I think they let Philip Hammond back and Churchill's nephew, grandson, but not David Gork. David Gork, I would have thought, because he signed a Swiss bank tax evasion deal for George Osborne. See, that's why when they come knocking down, they burst down fucking doors of people because they've done a bit on the rock and roll. Fucking because they're starving. Or they're fucking, you know, they're in trouble. But the ones who put all their money in a Swiss bank, they said, "Look, we know you're taxable. We know you put billions in there." They gave them an amnesty. Thousands and thousands and thousands of British citizens with money in Swiss bank accounts, money and all sorts of fucking shit. Who knows what's in there? What film did I watch? I watched Army of Thieves. Have you seen that? It's a prequel. It's a prequel to the Army of the Dead. I watched the Army of the Thieves and I watched the Army of the Dead afterwards. Who's the director? Zack Snyder. I looked at it. He was fucking good. He's done like Superman and all that. I don't watch all them, but I saw those two films, Army of Thieves. I watched the second one first, but even though it's a prequel, it came first, and I watched the first one second. If you get that, this is just shit. I don't even know why I buy the Observer. It's just shit. It's just advert after advert after advert after advert. Ole, Cavani. Oh, who saw the England cricket team? You could fucking unbeatable. Like win like I think they've had 3 matches, and they played Australia, is it West Indies, Bangladesh. They had 3 matches. They beat everybody, and they beat them so badly that I think they've only got like, they normally only take 10 overs. It's like they should have been like 60 overs so far. I think they've had about 30 overs that they've had to bat. They always put the other team in, and then they get like Wokes and Rashid. And they didn't even bowl Mo Ali yesterday. Didn't even bowl him because what's his name? Finch was in, and Finch is like fucking, he's lethal on the off spin. And he was in from the beginning. Well, oh, we better not put Mo in because he's gonna be. And Finch stayed in the whole innings. He only got 30 or 40. Oh, fucking hell. Can Boris Johnson deliver? Well, hardly, because Xi's not there, China's not there. Why do they keep saying this? What's he going to deliver a climate deal? China's not there, Russia's not there. What's the point? Read all about it. This is the comment and analysis bit. Mankind is not trapped in the deadly game with the earth. There are ways out. I mean, that's the thing, isn't it? When they're talking about those insulate Britain, you go like the fucking, they're gonna say, like, can you imagine if we get like, what is it, 2 degrees hotter? We'd be boiling. Tory Brexit, levelling up, trick or treat. It's Halloween. It's fucking Halloween, isn't it? Not sure with COVID rampant through the fucking country, but it is raining. I mean, seriously, fucking grey and dirty, disgusting. Yeah, Meta. Did you see Happy Toast? He's done 2 fucking great things with this. He done feta. He had a giant bit of feta cheese. I can't remember the other one, but it was really funny as well. Yeah. Mock progressive alliance is all you like, but they'll never be more essential. Oh. It's fucking over. Give up the ghost. Go home. Fucking go to bed. Progressive alliance? Who with? Who with? Fucking liberals. It's the fucking Guardian reading liberals who fucking got everyone in trouble anyway. They're all worried about their fucking mortgages. Mr. Nice Guy. We're on the Observer magazine. I'm going to tell you right now. Yeah. Not fucking worth it. Not worth it. All this printing, all that fucking, for what? What did I get out of that? For all of that? Well, you didn't read anything. I know, because it looks shit. They always have a shit layout. But look at this fucking, this is even worse. Look at this. And it's not even open yet. Do you want to see me open? It's the fucking biggest paper in the world. And how are you supposed to read that? Because no one can't even see me. You couldn't even fucking tally the National Trust votes to ban Right. Andrew, there's a bit about Andrew on the front. Someone was putting up a thing about the Windsor one. Now, C26 hopes grow of deal to save the rainforest. Can you even imagine? Like, it's just like fucking. They just say the same shit. They say the same shit, and it's like they think people need reassuring, but in the end, they don't give a fuck. In the end, it's like they're talking about, oh, Indonesia's gonna like lower like the thing. Boris was on the phone to him. Hey, you leaked that. Anyway. There's is it West Papua? Do you know is it Papua New Guinea? Is it West Papua? Because we talked about this before, didn't we? I asked you a question. Where's the largest gold mine in the world? That's what we asked before, wasn't it? The Grasberg, also the third largest copper mine. Who runs it? Who's in it? Because that's it. We ain't got any resources. We go around the world, all the banks and that, they back projects and fucking oil extraction and all sorts of fucking nonsense. Coal, copper, day in the life and noon. Look, I don't know, from the experts, winter warner, with the weather turning to stop the virus spreading, we've got double page on the Patrick Valance, Jenny Harries. Adele sells out in 5 minutes as millions apply. Oh, she got a concert. Rich Pickens, 579. Talking about her album the other day, not heard it. Has anyone heard Adele's new album? Didn't read rave reviews. I never saw like really rave reviews. Party time, Bacchanalian Britain leaves Europe watching in wonder. A year ago today, the PM announced a second lockdown. Now, maskless clubbers are throwing caution to the wind. They're just talking about like how the rest of the world, like really fucking. Everyone must just be looking at fucko, he's out there, he's a clown, and he's in there amongst them, and they're all laughing at him. They're all laughing at him. But there's like, I don't know why, but there's like, I mean, we're back at the queue now in the EU. You know that, they fucking hate us. Worry about whether that was real or not. They're fucking pissed off. You know, because like we renege on deals and then like have all in the newspaper. Ah, he's fucking reneging. Back of the queue in the EU. Back of the queue in yeah, look. There he is, look. He's gonna fucking have him. Hold it! Hold! What's he? Is that Trudeau holding him off for fucking? He's gonna go for fucking Macron. Where's our fucking mollusk? Give me back my fucking. Give me back my boat. Oh, fuck's sake. Logging off. Deal to stop destruction of the world's forest is within reach. You're in fucking dreamland, mate. Look at this idiot. I mean, what? Look at him. Because he acts a fucking idiot. Because he is a fucking idiot. Fake Nation. Oh, what's over here? Rod Liddell. Go on, Macron. Blow up that boat and shock us out of our shellfish behaviour. I told you, it's only for shellfish. There's no fish left in Britain. Can you even imagine eating fucking fish from this country? From anywhere around this fucking country, and there's shit everywhere. They're pumping shit into the water. There'd be shitting fucking everywhere, Chunky. If the shit goes in the thing, it'll be coming out your fucking tap, mate. You'll be, they not put chemicals. The fucking Brexit, it's like we haven't got enough chemicals to dissolve the amount of turds that we put out. Vape Nation, how did Britain end up so hooked on e-cigarettes? 3.6 million. Publicity, fucking tobacco companies. Fucking addiction. Yeah, everyone's on fucking anything and everything just to take away. The case of a trans activism on a retreat. It's just shit. Oh, look, you want to see the Earth of the Dead? The Day of the Dead. Is that today? Is today day? I watched Halloween yesterday. It wasn't as good as I remembered it. It was really like, I mean, was that acting? I mean, what level of acting is that? That is so shit. It was the most unreal. They were like, they didn't even sound right. I never seen, they wouldn't. was like fucking, who taught them to act? One of them was Jamie Lee Curtis, who's the daughter of Tony Curtis, who used to be in The Persuaders with Roger Moore. Do you remember Tony Curtis? Tony Curtis was with Kirk Douglas in The Vikings as well. Yeah, I remember seeing that. We've talked about this before. I remember Tony Curtis on one of those American programs. He was talking about when he was a kid, and his little brother wanted to come with him, and they were running off, and the brother was like following him, and he turned around and he went, "No, go home," because he was going off with his mates. That's Tony Curtis, and his brother got run over and got killed. He said that he carried the guilt with him. He's carried the guilt with him all his life. That's when I saw in the interview. We're so affected, we're so scarred by our experiences, all of us, whatever's happened. You know, we don't always blame your fucking mum and dad. I know, like, yeah, it can be. It's not about blaming your mum and dad. It's about how your behaviour, about your relationship, about what you did as well. Yeah. I know, it's so fucking, when you start to think about everyone could do with a little bit of therapy, everyone could do with a little bit of help, everyone could do with a little bit of help identifying feelings, how they feel, what they do. We've all got friends and that, we can all sort of like share things. And it's not bad, you know, not being horrible to people, but we could all do with sort of like some psychological talk about, you know, what it means to be you and how you feel and how you fit into the world. You know, it was a real struggle. I remember growing up. It was quite hard growing up. I remember like trying to think like, how do you pay rent? How do you got to get a job? How do you do that? I didn't want to do that. I was hedonist. I'd say, I'm going to the beach. And went off, found a beach and sat on it, found a bar. And just, yeah, had a party. I think, when you look back, I read The Old Man and the Sea, and I always remember him reminiscing when he's out, when he's holding the thing and he's talking about his left hand is going, got the rope around him, he's hanging onto the marlin, he's dragging him out, and he remembers the lions on the beaches. Yeah. What do you remember? Isn't it weird what you actually remember? Have you ever thought about that? Some really weird things, isn't it? And you remember things and you go to people like family or friends and you say, do you remember that? And they go, but for some reason, that piece of information was in your brain. You know, like I got like on my phone, I've got like I think it's 200 gigabytes, but I got an iCloud, and it can hold like I think I pay a couple of pounds a month, and it can hold like 2 trillion, 2 is T something, 2 terabyte, not trillion, 2 terabytes. And I was thinking, how many terabytes are inside our brains? How much storage space? How much data can we hold? And all those meaning, and how they jump from one thing to the other. And they go, oh, there's part of your brain is like one side and part of your brain is the other side. That's like creativity. That's like fucking memory. That's like fucking just thinking about like thoughts, random thoughts. Because it doesn't stop, does it? Your brain, it doesn't stop. Well done for finding that out. No, it doesn't fucking stop. It just keeps going. It's like sometimes even when you have a sleep and that, it starts going off and he's fucking having a break. Give him some fucking chaos. Oh, look. They cut the world out of the pumpkin. It's all bump. I don't give a fuck. The job from hell. Who'd be a Facebook moderator? Don't know what that means. Oh, yeah, look. My cousin Kevin, the things I like he doesn't. What was his group called? He's from Northern Ireland. What's his group called? Fergal Sharkey. My cousin Kevin, the things I like he doesn't. He was like part of the punk. Oh look, bit of an article there. Tory stooge or impartial pro, normal Laura leaves a big hole. I get all the, the reasons why. That clip with them in the bar, when he was like, oh, and she was like, oh, kind of gives it away. There was a picture as well. Have you seen that picture of him? And he's looking down at his thing down there. He's got his suit on. I think it's yesterday. And he's got like, it looks like he's got a semi. And he's like, oh, what's happened down there? Look, middle of the fucking day. Cameras are... Someone was saying, I bet his own fucking personal photographer took that. Like the Benny Hill one. Benny fucking... Oh my God, it's like a fucking drowning here. There's so much rain. Right, I've got magazines in here. Let me see where are we at? Fucking hell, did I bring my glasses with me? I want to say that's 36 minutes. We're only halfway through. We can do some magazines. These are... What else is in here? This is the Sunday Times. Home, shabby chic. Fucking shabby chic. £1 billion houses. Don't think I'll never get a house. Ever. Not that I've ever... I mean, I'm one of those people that just sort of like... Business and money. It's time to power change. I mean, what is life fucking about anyway? I'd like to be out in the rain. I remember climbing mountains in the rain in Wales. You go out in the rain and you just like put all your fit... Because it was like, if it was a nice day, you just have to fucking hack it round. But if it was pouring with rain or snowing or something, it was more of an adventure. It's fucking madness. Don't go out in the fucking rain. I remember walking across Blackfriars Bridge once, and I was on the north side and I was going south, and I started to walk across the bridge and it started to rain, and I was caught out in the open with no shelter, and it was just like this. It was like a deluge. I was so wet, and I got to the other side and I went in an art gallery and I saw Salatikia Lasso. It was in what's that street called? Just over, and it was like Bermondsey way. Anyway, south. Yeah, and it was Salatikia and Lasso, and they had the music from How the West Was Won, which is really dramatic, kind of spaghetti kind of western, but like, no, it's not spaghetti western, but it was dramatic music. And there was, I think it was in Scandinavia. There was this girl, and she runs down like, and there's this this house, big windows, bungalow, and she looks in, and there's a guy inside, music playing, very dramatic, and he's got a lasso, and he's swinging the fucking lasso like that, and the lasso's going, and the music's going, and she's fucking looking through the window, and he's fucking lassoing, and he just jumps through it, and he jumps through the other side, and he's fucking got a big loop going. He's through the other, and he's looping it. He's fucking one side of the lasso. He's fucking the other side of the lasso. And she just gets really startled at the window, goes, and the music kind of pans out. She just walks away. No, she walks off, and then the music pans out to like, just like thing, grass, a bit of snow. I think it's melting snow. Culture, should we do the culture? Oh my fucking god, it is we're gonna be floating in a minute. This is culture, my great escape. Damon Albarn on Britpop, Burnout and Sanctuary in Iceland. It just fucking, imagine. That's what I'd like. I'm an artist, do you know what I mean? I'm still working on a fucking kitchen table. I'd like to fuck off to Iceland. Yeah, you better start making some better fucking art then, haven't you? Because I try, I wake up every day. This is art. Wake up every day fucking doing it. Britpop, nothing to do with me. Damon Albarn. Yeah. Remembering Bowie, David Bowie. He went to school over there. My grandfather... Look. Don't look now. I spent... Oh, is that the film? Do you know that? It's a horror film with Donald Sutherland going around Venice. Britain's most silent minority. It's time to take notice of the millions of Poles in our midst, and not just because their art is starting to speak for them. Nutcrackers on. We're going to see that. Give the coast a break from... I'm with Bob and Billy. Sleaze and glitz in 60s Soho. Is anyone hanging around Soho? I was thinking of going up Soho this week. Maybe. For a little wander. See what's going on. It's Long March from States. Oh, there's those like sunflower seeds. They're those ones that you can like, you nick it like that and they're salty on the outside. Is that them ones? TV and radio. Doctor Who, there's the new, is that the new Doctor Who? I haven't seen Doctor Who for years. I think that's the new Doctor Who. Right, we're through all this shit. Hey, where's the cooking? We got the mail to get through yet. The Daily Poo. Shit. I paint the front page of the newspapers. I might paint that one as well. Need to paint. King of Wall Street, Jamie Dimon. Fucking hell. Where's the food? Have we got any food? Celebs behaving. Celebs behaving badly. No food. I can't find any. Oh, here we go. Simple shellfish. This is what we're fucking fighting for. Oh, I'm going to make risotto today. Risotto's really nice. Make pumpkin risotto. Good. If we had some chestnuts, it's highly unlikely we're going to find any chestnuts today in the rain. Unless you want to get wild mushroom risotto, pumpkin and sage risotto. Risotto's really nice. You need parmesan. I can make really good risotto. You need white wine. You need like a big thing with like broth in it, brodo. So what you do is you just put some onions in. Depends what one you're making, but like just sweat the onions, put the rice straight in, let the rice soak up the oil, chuck a load of fucking wine on top of it. Fucking what you doing, mushrooms, fucking pumpkin, stick that in, and then just start adding the broth, and you've got to stir it and stir it and stir it and stir it. Difference between risotto and paella is you don't touch the fucking paella. You do not touch it, because otherwise you release all of the sludge. What is it? The white stuff. What's that stuff that comes out? But they want that in the fucking risotto. Yeah, it's creamy. You can add butter to it as well. Wild porcini, wild mushrooms. You go and get some fresh They're just making with horse chestnuts over here. Massive cyber heist. Right, we're the male paranormal special. But there's just like shit in it. Is named Sunday Newspaper of the Year. He's Sunday. Bridgerton. Celebrities face blackmail. Motorway official who said safe roads mattered more than World Hijab Day. What? Boris, your country needs you to get the booster vaccine. It's just, this is literally the worst newspaper ever. Camilla to step up to the plate. Queen Camilla. Imagine Lady Di now. Our princess. Top shop tycoon Sir Philip Green bears his brand new teeth in kerfuffle at Harry's bar. Where's Harry's bar? Is that in London? It's unbelievable. Jeff is leaving the sky. I don't know who that is. It's the world's moment of truth. Yeah, look, it's the world's moment of truth. Look at that. And down there, they got like, has anyone seen Greta? They hate Greta Thunberg. I have no idea why. It's nothing sacred. Rishi taxes communion wine, the blood of Christ. Get the Holy Host. Has anyone seen Midnight Mass? That's a fucking... That's a... That turned. Rishi has gambled his future and yours on interest rates staying low, and even scarier, there's very little he can do to control them. Who does the interest rates? The banks. They just give them tax breaks. What would happen if the interest rate? Banks would get more money, wouldn't they? Chancellor swaps Tory party logo for his personal signature as succession war with Liz Truss hots up. It's all about me. Don't know. National Trust votes for a ban on trail hunting, but war on gimmickry falters. Indeed, fox hunters. Hypocrisy. They're on about Newcastle and the new owners. Boris urges EU to rein in Macron over totally unjustified fishing war threats. France wants 125 grand. Well, you ain't getting your fucking mollusk trawler back. Free feared drowners, deluge sweep. I'm not fucking surprised. It's fucking sad. But the rain is really bad. Is that the rain? Ridiculous. BBC Business team revolt over moon. Mar backs Laura's #2 for a political editor role. There's now a climate of fear at the BBC around stories about racial transgender. Reporters are asking, will I be next to be monstered? Yeah, that's what people say. Like, every day is someone's day. Just make sure it's not yours. And whenever I look on the Twitter, maybe is it just me? But trending every day. Fucking Owen Jones. Every day. Little Amal. The Kremlin had more of a conscience than Welby, the hypocrite. Sarah Vine. A magnificent cry of rage from a wife who refuses to take betrayal. A wife who refuses to take betrayal lying down. Yeah, there's lots of like different fucking shit going on. In the minds of the fucking... With 7 sheep for every human, New Zealand can sell a typical leg of lamb for £5. Less than UK farmers. As an extra 35 tonnes heads this way, no wonder rural Britain says sell-out trade deal is lamentable. Fucking 30,000 HG drivers backlog and a third of DVLA workers are still not at their desks. Britain's filthiest... Oh, Isabel Oakeshott. It hands big payouts to wealthy investors, including the Chinese billionaire, and was fined for pumping a tide of raw sewage onto our beaches. Now, a mother whose children play by polluted seas labels southern water Britain's filthiest. filthiest company. Just dirty church. But that's like fucking really bad, and they didn't even care. They didn't even fucking want to like change anything, did they? Tyranny of the woke. Oh look, they always do the woke warriors. Look, double page every fucking Sunday. Tyranny of the woke. It's the denunciation of woke and its celebrity disciples. One publisher refused to print, but your free speech loving Mail on Sunday has far more courage. What would the suffragettes make of Marks and Spencer's selling hijabs for 4-year-old girls and throwing open its female changing rooms to trans... Oh, Stu Birchall. Double page on the woke. Did I just read? Dan! Dan! Where's Dan? Dan! As Tory MPs ask how they can sell a budget, even the Chancellor disowned why the gloss is coming off Yishi-rishi. He was asked for the first time to do some heavy lifting and he buckled. Essentially, he was saying, it's nothing to do with me. Boris made me do it. Okay. 40 years after unsolved New Cross fire, Mail on Sunday reveals dramatic fresh evidence. Double murderer confesses part in arson, which killed 13 partygoers. Really? Okay. Discovering I had breast cancer at 38 was quite a rum turn of events. Right, we got fucking through it. But yeah, it's shit. But they can't even do just like a fucking... Where is it? Where did I just see that? They can't do like a simple fucking thing. The Mail. Where is it gone? Just can't without mentioning fucking... Yeah, you went to the back then. Well, I didn't see it. It was there, and it was like there was a gardening bit, and it said border control. I fucking lost it. Right, what's here? What's here? What we got? What we got? Special paranormal issue. Can the dead really speak to us? I want to find love again. I'm at peace. I'll always be by your side. Do you believe in ghosts? We'll all be ghosts. Fucking shit. Man. Has anyone got any questions? This fucking... What are we doing here? I got like 53. Can't fucking see anything. I can't even read your questions because I've forgot my glasses. You fucking donut. Well, it's not my fault. You forget your glasses. I'm a professional. We all make mistakes, though. We all fucking make mistakes. I've been painting and it's not going fucking great. Last few... Oh, the rain stopped. The last few I done, to be fair, I'm not really happy with them. And my style has changed. And I don't know what's going on. My materials has changed. My paper's changed. I think I'm going to have to try and find something else. You should paint the paper. Where's the paper? Don't let the fucking... Oh, that's... Look, that was from the other day. The drinks are on us. 3p of fucking beer. 3 fucking pence. And they were like, cheers. There's no food on the shelves. There's fucking... Have you seen it? I'm not joking. Have you seen the cardboard carrots? Has anyone seen those? It's fucking incredible. So they have like in a nation of root vegetables, all of our carrots are in the field rotting. And then when you go into, I'll just do that with that. Do you know the mail is a different size to all the other tabloids? Because when I paint it and I try and get it into an A3 sleeve, it doesn't fucking fit. Look, I'll show you. I'll prove it to you. Like there's a mirror, for instance. So that's up there, look at that. But look how much extra longer that is. And then look, just like line that up there. Oh, you can't really see that. Do it the other side. Look how much extra wider it is. It's the fucking nail, and it's really difficult, and it's the one I paint the most. I don't paint it on the front. I can't get it into the fucking sleeve. Have you seen my watercolours? I got like a calendar. It's an anti-Tory calendar. I know, and there's a gammon, and there's a portrait of David Cameron, which says Tory CUNT. It's quite sweet, I think so. And there's dun 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 dun. There's like guy swimming. And now I've done the Tory. It says Tories like in red, like how it should say Jaws, and the swimmer is like from the poster, and the head of the shark is raising up, and he's got things like that, and he's got big fucking teeth. He's going up. Now everyone's going, where's the turds? Where's the fucking turds? Right, so I've got I'm going to paint the front page of this, and I'm going to paint, like I do it a lot, nothing is real. That's like my favourite one, actually, because that kind of sums up everything. Like the real is of no significance to us whatsoever, that we live in a state of continual perpetual fantasy, that we can't hold a tiny thought in our heads for more than a fucking millisecond. So we start jumping on. Sometimes I'm doing some work on a phone or responding to an email, and then like I think, okay, I'm going to go and get that, and then it's an hour later, and I think, hang on a minute, what happened there? I forgot about the thing. I have to go back and do it again. Yeah, well, I'm really sorry I can't answer any questions. Oh, there, I can see that. Hello, Mark. I'll try and if someone writes a question, I'll try. Just let my eyes settle a minute. How long is cholera? Till cholera returns to the UK? Pretty soon, I reckon. Probably here now. They're saying a lot of people, wild swimmers and that, saying that like they're not swimming anymore because they're worried about the toxicity of the water from the shit. And this is on top of every fucking thing else, on top of everything else, which is like gas prices going up, cost of living fucking crisis, child poverty. We talked about workers and wages. That's fucking disgusting. And that's like all of the things that, you know, that's where they get their money from. They take a bit off of yours. That's how they get their money. They take a bit off of yours. Someone said to me that like if they pay you, they want like a cut, but like they want less, they want to pay you less. And sometimes that means including middle people. That's what David Cameron tried to do with Greensill. He came in, he wanted to pay the nurses. Called it a lost leader. Just wanted to go in, but now apparently he would have made fucking, or he made billions, millions. Get your facts right. Don't want fucking, I'm a professional. I don't want any accusations of things not being factual. But I do put in a thing saying that like, don't listen to me, a disclaimer, don't listen to me, I just talk I just talk shit. Oh fucking hell, I think that's it. Look, we're winding down, we've got 30 seconds left. Let me see whether we get another question in. Oh, I think we should end on the, I mean, it is fucking madness, but where's it gone? Where's that fucking, The front page of the Daily Express. I did have it. It's got a picture of fucking Boris and it says Gladiator. We don't want to see that again, Chunky. We've had a fucking enough of it. Has anyone got anything nice? I don't know what we've got for dinner today. Got some dal left. Getting a bit fucking bored of the dal. Make something a bit more exciting. I'm going to make the risotto. But his risotto is just... It's not exciting, is it? What's exciting? Halloween cakes? No fucking idea. Yeah, just curl up. Just curl up into a ball like that. And just start sobbing, crying. It's like, oh, go and paint. I'm going to paint.